Hey guys, this is Karthik Kantwal from Apex Finserv and I'm back with your daily dose of charts for tomorrow's trading session consisting of the equity watch list and the index analysis both. Now tomorrow is the expiry, so let's see what the index is, of course the main focus for today. But talking about the equity trades of today's trading session, before we move on to what's new, we had two triggers, Jubilant Food and SBIN. Jubilant Foods, there was a stop loss hit by very barely in the massive sell off in the afternoon session. The stop loss was hit by just 1 rupees after it came almost back to the entry point. So it seems that the placement was a bit iffy, but still, as per the orders, there was a stop loss hit, and SBIN gave us a target. So for the watch list, it was more or less of a NPNL day, but the indexes, both of them really did good today. Now talking about the new equity trades that we have for tomorrow, starting with the first one, M&M Fin. M&M Fin, we have a really strong resistance and supply zone at 135, 136. That is exactly where we are going to take a short position with stop loss at 138 and ideal targets of 1% on the downside. Moving on to the next one, TVS Motors. TVS Motors, as you can see, clear low high formation. It would even resemble a channel if you were to draw trend lines on this structure. So what we have is a simple logical short position at the nearest swing point at 450 to 453, stop loss at 456 and ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the third one, Titan. Now Titan, we have a strong supply zone at 1265, 1260. So we're going to take an entry somewhere in the middle for that at 1262, stop loss at 1277 and ideal targets again 1% on the downside. Moving on to the next, Bharti Airtel, we have similar to Titan, a strong supply zone at 430. Now it is pretty far, it is about 11 points away, but keeping in mind the movement that Bharti Airtel offers, it goes 3% up or down either way in a day. So it is very much plausible that it might be triggered tomorrow. So let's see, we have a short planned at 430, stop loss at 435 or 436 and ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the final equity trade is TechM. Now TechM, it seems to have broken a resistance level, or it was actually a demand zone, but then broken on the downside, it became a resistance and now again should be a support level. So we have a simple long, it's a bit aggressive but still a long planned at 833, stop loss at 823 and ideal targets 1% on the upside. Now coming on to the actual index analysis for tomorrow's trading session, starting with, as usual, Nifty. Nifty has closed at a really important zone today of 11,950. It has a 50-point move upside or downside till the next zone. So if you are a very aggressive trader, you can go for ping pong trades for these two zones depending on the opening tomorrow. Or if you want better but conservative entries but higher quality entries, you can go for range break either upside or downside. The charts are really simple for Nifty as of now. Personally, I would prefer to go long about 12,000 and short under 11,850. Beach may, it's all for aggressive scalps but nothing strong structure break or a strong breakout trade. Moving on to the option chain for Nifty, we have resistance immediate at 12,000 with 600 and 7,000 added contracts and significant resistance at 12,200, pretty far away, with 744,000 added contracts. On the support side, you have immediate support at 11,800, again near the zone, with 430,000 added contracts, and significant at 11,700, where you actually have put unwinding, but the total open interest is pretty decent with 2.4 million standing contracts. So let's see how it goes. From the option chain itself, I would suggest that the calls have been written a bit more aggressively than the puts, and puts may have some unwinding as well across various strike prices. So the put writers are not really sure, and the structure does resemble a lower high formation in the making. Let's see how it goes. 12,000 is the main entry, aggressive entries for shorts as of now, and 11,800 for longs for tomorrow's trading session. The PCR comes out to be at 0.97, which is pretty bearish, but again, option buyers, this is the PCR of volume, so it doesn't really give you that much to work with, just a general herd sentiment understanding. Moving on to the next one, Bank Nifty. Now Bank Nifty, you have two zones that are placed very far away. You have the first one at 24,200 and the next at 24,800. Beach may, there is no actually what I would suggest is a high quality trade. They do have another zone at roughly 24,450, but that would end up being too aggressive for intraday trades, and also that is a really old zone, so I have not dragged it out. But tomorrow Bank Nifty may it's either long about 24,800 or short under 24,200. I know that is a really wide price gap to say breakout trade lena hai, but still, if you want to be aggressive, then you can switch it down a time frame to 5 minutes or 10 minutes and then go for aggressive structure based or phase analysis based trades. Other than that, based on this one time frame, there is no aggressive entry on Bank Nifty as of now, as per the charts. Coming to the option chain, you have immediate resistance at 24,800 with 68,000 added contracts. Significant resistance at 25,000 with 425,000 added contracts. On the support side, you have immediate support at 24,500 with 245,000 added contracts. Significant support at 24,000 with 390,000 added contracts. The PCR comes out to be at a pretty bearish 0.98. But on Bank Nifty particularly, I would like to say that puts have been written in a healthy manner, even more so when I compare to the calls written there. So people are pretty sure that it's not going to break at least 24,500 or on the worst side 24,000. So if you want to go for aggressive longs, any pullback closer to 24,500 or 24,300, you can go for longs with the stop loss going under those strike prices on a candle closing basis. Now this marks the end of our discussion for today. Tomorrow is the expiry, so be doubly vigilant or extra careful while you enter new aggressive positions on the indices. Double check your trades before you enter them, because expiries you typically can make a lot of money, but on the other side you can also lose a lot of money. As usual, if you want all the charts, the options and analysis and the watch list in a written down manner, you can always check out the Telegram channel at @ApexFinServe. And if you like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment something nice and press that bell notification icon too. I hope you have a wonderful green expiry trading session tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good night. Bye.